a person who understands those words in your life. That, I live by the words of excellence. I live by the words I can. I live by the words I can make it. This is possible. Then stop letting people who do so little for your life control so much of your mind, your emotions, and your actions. You need to come to a point where you stop that. Don't allow people a person who doesn't even buy you bread to come tell you can't make it. Even if it's your parents, even if it's your mother who tells you can't make it, there's something wrong. You must tell her, "Mom, change that attitude. I need you to be positive for me. To make it in life, I need your support." If you don't have a mother, tell yourself. It's not the end of the world. There's so many people who have made it who have no parents. You need to become a person who understands all of those things. So, I talked about unlocking excellence. So these are the steps of unlocking excellence. Step number 1, be true to yourself, be a personal brand. How do you be a personal brand? What is a personal brand, firstly? A personal brand is you. You are who you are. Jay-Z once said, "Do not be a businessman, but be the business man." That there, right there, will tell you that would be someone who's a personal brand. When you become a personal brand, you live your own life. You don't live a life that people want you to live. There are people who have a tendency of telling you how to do things in life. Those people are always going to be there. You shouldn't have done that. You should have started like that. No. You live your own life and be your own self. You need to come to a point where you stop comparing yourself with other people. That is our biggest downfall. I know, my friend, maybe you love JC, maybe you love Rehan. But truth is, you'll never be Rehan. Okay? You can't be Maxwell. You need to be yourself. The day you begin to mind your own business is the day you will see improvement in your life. There will always be someone who seems better than you in life. There will always be someone who's better than you. Like right now, Bill Gates is better than you. That's the truth. But also, there will always be someone who's less than you. There are people who are less fortunate than you. You have a chance, you use it. You gotta understand who you are and be a personal brand. You need to become what you do. You tell me that you do business management, you're good at business management, but you can't even sell a sweet. Huh? Whatever you've decided to do, but it needs to start small. It begins with you. It begins with you being a personal brand. And secondly, step number 2, create a vision for your life. But now, you don't need to create just a vision that is obtainable. Create a vision that is going to be sustainable. What is a vision? A vision must serve your life as a roadmap. A vision must give you direction as to where you're going. When you create a vision, a lot of us here understand the term having a vision for your life, but you don't have a vision for your life. Now, it brings back the question of that the reason you don't have a vision for your life is because you don't know how to make a vision for your life. How is a vision for your life? How is a vision for you? Don't just be motivated, but you need to get the principle of life. Because I can motivate you guys. I can motivate you. Spend a whole day motivating you. But at the end of the day, if you walk out here, that motivation will be gone. You're back to square one. But what am I doing here is that I'm giving you a layout on how to do stuff. Creating a vision. How do you create a vision for your life? You need to firstly get a pen, get a notepad, or a paper, or an exercise, or an iPad, or a phone. Take a walk. When you get home, you take a walk. Don't call your friend. Don't call your small brother. Don't call anyone. If there's a playground nearby or a park or wherever you can go where there's quiet, where you get a chance to be yourself, then you begin to ask yourself the following questions. What do I want in life? What do I want to create for my life? What legacy do I want to leave for my children? You need to ask yourself, if I don't achieve these things, what's going to happen to me? If I don't achieve 1, 2, and 3, the generation that is to follow, which are my kids, they will have to live a life where I work and feed them every day. Or if I achieve this thing, my kids will live a life where I'll be relaxing and sending them to school. You explain it clearly. Your goals. You explain to yourself what you want. Step 3, you gotta love what you do. A lot of people in life, they do stuff just for doing it, not because they love it. You gotta love what you do. You never succeed in doing something that you don't love. It will be like someone is pressing you to do something. Do the research of that business that you want. The problem is that we are stuck in a zone of complaining. We complain and say there are no funding. Okay. You'll say there's no funding. Mind you, South Africa is the only country that funds small businesses by the government. Other countries, maybe they fund it by your other businesses, they fund it small. But there is funding. Bottom line is that there is funding. The problem is that you want the resource before you can have the goal. What you need to have first is the idea. After having the idea, you jot it down. People tend to think that their ideas are good, they can't even do a proper business plan. It's all about precision. It's all about understanding your goal. And when you understand what it is that you want to do, overcoming fear. This one is one that we all have. You know, we've been told so many times that we cannot make it, we will fail. We fear the fact that we will fail. But now, let me tell you something. As I was explaining to you earlier, fear is just going to be there. Failure is going to be there. You need to take failure as a passageway to success. It shows up in our lives in many different forms. Sometimes we don't even know it's fear. But it's there. Fear is there. You know what happens? We reject fear without being aware that it's fear. We reject it by enlightening ourselves. We enlighten ourselves how? We tell ourselves what I want to achieve is bigger than fear. Fear is just a temporary situation. Every problem has an expiry date. Every problem has an expiry. There's no such thing as a problem that lasts forever. A problem is just there for that short space of time, just to test you how tough you say it. This may be harsh, but I'm going to say it anyway. If you are saying you have an idea, and money is stopping you from making that idea a success, that idea is not so great. If your idea is literally great, you need to begin working on it before you can even get the funds. And I'm telling you, once your idea becomes a demand to the society, then the funds will come. People take action. Basically, you need to take action. Don't try to be perfect, just take action in whatever that you want to do. Take action. How do you take action? After knowing and having your vision and overcoming fear, you need to know your goals. Identify exactly what it is that you want for your life. How do you want it to be? How are you going to achieve it? How are you willing to overcome the obstacles that are going to come along the way? Whatever you do today will determine your future, not what happened yesterday. We got to come to a point where we stop complaining about apartheid and how... Now, you have a chance. You have freedom. Get a literal example of something that you... Look at Big Nas. Big Nas, their first 2 albums, they failed. They were bad. Bad. But look at them today. They're taking award after award. Why? They had the urge to continue. They had the urge to start. And when they started, they never looked back. And whenever I say, no, and then I tell myself, this is my dream. There are many like it, but this one is mine. This is my dream. There are many like it, but this one is mine. There are many guys, remember this. 2 things that define your life. These are the 2 things that will define your life. Your patience when you have nothing, and your attitude when you have everything. Your patience